within 2 rounds.
Well, again, watching him train Tommy in the gym, he had Tommy with a lot of lateral movement and a lot of good stiff left jabs.
All right, here we go. Round 1 scheduled for 12. The Hitman with that rare commodity, one-punch knockout power.
Well, he can sure throw that right hand right down the pipe if the opportunity presents itself. No question about that.
25 of his 38 KOs within the first 3 rounds in his illustrious career.
And Barkley is not a very hard guy to hit, but he does take a good punch, and he's a real tough guy.
An extremely physical, sprawling type fighter, almost a throwback to the crowd-pleasing middleweights of the past. Punches and accepts punches at a furious pace. A big left by Hearns. Trying to finish him off early.
You know, with Tommy Hearns, if I worked with Iran Barkley, I would tell my fighter, if you slip a punch, punch. If you block a punch, punch. Or if he hits you with a punch, try to punch. Because Tommy has one bad fault. He throws beautiful punches, fast hands, power. But a lot of times after he throws a combination or hits you with a punch, he drops his hands and poses, and you can nail him.
And the question is, can Barkley slip the famous right hand of Thomas Hearns and then nail him with his left? The right was blocked. The right by Hearns' block.
And you saw Barkley punch back.
I have to tell you, I don't think Tommy Hearns looks as sharp early as we've seen him in recent fights. He's throwing his punches with not the same leverage. He may knock Barkley out, but right now, he's not throwing his punches with the leverage he has in other fights recently.
Well, that's right, because he nailed Barkley, and he didn't knock Barkley off balance, and Barkley was able to wing right back.
Barkley, a real banger, doesn't want a boxer be cute.
All right, and I think Barkley is already cut over the left eye, and that's one of the handicaps that Barkley has, is the fact that Hearns can bust him up, and his eyes have a tendency to swell. So the longer this fight goes, the worse it can be for Iran Barkley, not the better.
That is very interesting, because a lot of people thought the other way around, but now with those cuts, things in Hearns' corner. The WBC Middleweight Championship. Thomas Hitman Hearns in the gold. Iran the Blade Barkley in the black with the red trim. Cut over the left eye of Barkley. There's that right by Thomas Hearns.
Good stiff right hand by Tommy Hearns, but it didn't move Barkley at all.
Hearns with the jab.
That's why I feel that the longer the fight goes, that Barkley's going to swell up and bust up. I think Iran has to let it all hang out and try to nail Tommy early. Because Hearns does have that educated left hand and plenty of snap.
And he is so quick. He has really built up his upper body. He's been working out with weights, Tommy Hearns. Came to the weigh-in a pound overweight, but quickly came back and was on target at 160. Wasn't even a pound, actually.
Depending on how he had to lose that weight, it could harm him. Good left hook by Iran Barkley.
Double left hook. And when he goes with to the body and the head with that double left, he can be very dangerous. I personally think Barkley's defense a little better than I anticipated it being early in this fight.
Absolutely, but now, Al, he's bleeding from the mouth.
Coming up to a minute remaining, round 2. Barkley has to be a bit confident right now, but it could be false optimism.
And Eddie Aliano did a great job on that left eye of Barkley. That's why you need professional help in the corner with these guys.
People forget about Hearns' left hook to the body. It is superb. What it did to James Schuler in one round was amazing, and he's starting to work it against Iran.
And now that cut on Barkley's left eye looks very, very angry again.
Final seconds, round 2. They're yelling right hand from the corner of Hearns. A right cross to finish the round by Thomas Hearns. And round 3 scheduled for 12. And Barkley comes out, smoking. Hearns retaliates.
Well, Olajide hurt Barkley and put him down with a left hook. And I'm sure Tommy saw that in the films, but he has not been able to get his own in as much as he'd like.
And the eye is open again. Barkley's left eye is open. Plenty of time left in the round. A little low.
That one straight to the body by Hearns.
Great body shots by Tommy Hearns.
Well, that's the way he was working in the gym, Al. Good jab, set it up, hook to the body. And there it is again.
Emmanuel Stewart, within inches to our left, loved it.
Those body shots have hurt Iran Barkley very badly.
The crowd sensing something. Hearns continues to go to the body with a left uppercut. By Barkley, and Hearns is down. A lunging right.
He's not going to get up, Al. If he does, it's a miracle.
He's on his knees. He gets up. Just before being pounded out, he gets up.
Look at that big right hand by Iran. Look at Iran looking at the floor. Now he's got the target. And there it is. Just one swinging right hand right on the button. And another one. That's what is known as the coup de grace.
From another angle, Gil.
There it is again. Look at Barkley. Look at the floor. He's up again now. And he just swings. And boy, did he nail him. And look at that second right hand. How Tommy ever got up the first time was a miracle. Seemed to me there was a long count. I don't know.
Can he survive the third round?
Wow.
Richard Steele steps in. Hearns goes through the ropes.
What a turnaround.
It's over. Iran Barkley has upset Thomas Hearns here in the third round. And this is the end of the fight now. Amazing, like you said, Hearns able to get up from that, but now he goes through the ropes.
Well, Richard Steele conceded he's completely helpless and stopped the fight exactly the right time.
The winner by knockout victory and new middleweight champion of the world.